Hello Aries, my name is Jason. This is your mid-February tarot reading for 2019. So general readings, so it could be about love, career, any questions you have at the forefront of your mind. You'll know in the first couple of minutes, I would say, if this is resonating for you. If it's not, check out your moon and rising signs. I've got readings for those, and I'm pretty sure one of those will hit the nail fairly squarely on the head for you. But for now, Aries, you go into the beginning of this period with the Justice card. Okay, so perhaps there's some legal issues which are at the forefront of your mind. It looks like things are working to your advantage somehow. So I'm feeling there's a contract that you're trying to finalise, perhaps some legal or procedural things which may have taken a fair bit of your time and a bit of your mind space. But it's looking like things are working in your favour, and perhaps that'll be a theme for what we have here. We'll have a look later. Okay, your challenge for the second half of February, you have the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands talks about going through the motions again, but you can see the light at the end of the tunnel now. So whatever perhaps this legal issue is that you have, you're starting to see that another round, if you like, but now you can see that you've done it before. You're fairly confident that you know how it all works this time. You've got a bit of a battle scar here with the bandage on your head, and you're looking a little weary of it all. So the challenge is for you to just stick with it, stand your ground, persevere, okay, and things will be working for you, I'm thinking, with this. I don't think you'll give up. If it's not about giving up so much as losing interest, so the challenge for you, I'm feeling, is to just keep your interest in this project or this relationship or this job or whatever it is, just for a little while longer. If it's a matter of outstaying somebody else, perhaps, then that could be a signal for you to just stick with it, even though you're a little bit bored, a little bit over it. Just hang in there. Things are working in your favour if you help them along. Okay, your hopes and fears position. Oh, fantastic. This is the Magician card. Okay, so you have all the skills you need to carry this through, and you're hoping that at the end of this period, whatever's going on, you're going to have all your ducks lined up in a row to allow you to get something done. So I'm feeling whatever this matter is, when it's finally resolved, you're hoping that it's going to give you the cup, the pentacle, the wand, the sword, everything you need to bring down from the heavens what it is you need to accomplish. And if you have a look at the Magician here, he's got the lemniscate, or the infinity symbol, above his head, and he's pointing up to the skies and down to the ground and saying, hey, you up there, come down here. And he has all the tools he needs to do that. And because this is in your hopes position, that's what you're looking for from whatever this issue is to do with procedures or justice or contracts. It's going to really open the way for you to really manifest the next stage of your life. It's looking pretty big because it is the Magician, which generally when the Magician comes along and when you've got your reading opening with a major arcana in the Justice card, it looks like these are pretty big issues. So it's not necessarily day-to-day problems we're dealing with here. Okay, in your best attitude position, you have the Emperor. Now this is your card. So this is about being yourself. This is about knowing that you belong where you are, Aries. In the best attitude position, when I think of the Emperor, I think of someone who's organised, they're in control, they've been through the battles, they've done it before, they deserve to be where they are, and this is you. So if there's any doubt at all about your ability, don't doubt it. If there's any external influences trying to drag you down, don't let them. You are the Emperor, and this is your card. So you be yourself. You believe in yourself, Aries. What a fantastic I'm loving this reading, really. You've got a good challenge here coming at you, and you're dealing with it really well. The only thing I'm seeing here is that you might be losing interest, but I'm feeling the rewards will be great if you stick with it. Okay. The outcome at the end of all this, you have another major arcana with the Empress. Okay, so the Empress talks about giving birth to something. If it's not a child that you're expecting, this is about a new project you'll be able to get off the ground. Perhaps you've been mulling over an idea for a while, and this ordeal or matter, it's sounding like a pretty big deal. Whatever it is, when it's resolved, you're going to be able to give birth to this, and you're going to be able to do it in an objective way. If you have a look at the Empress here, what I'm noticing is that, yes, she has the Venus symbol down by her side, but see how she's protected from that? So you're going to be able to achieve what you need to achieve and cut out what you need to cut out quite objectively. Okay, so you're not going to allow your emotions or perhaps even some loyalties or relationships to get in the way of what you need to accomplish. So it's looking pretty good there. I'll clarify these now. So you have 4 major arcana in this spread. I've shuffled the cards like crazy this morning, and it's looking really positive that you've got something you really want to get off the ground. And I'd just like to clarify a couple of these cards. We'll do it as it feels when it comes to us. Okay, so can we please clarify the Justice card for Aries? Okay, and we have the 9 of Rods. So you've got the 9 of Rods again. Okay, so again, this is perhaps something that's been going on for quite a while now, and you're feeling that the cycle just needs to be broken somehow. So it's like a long-running legal issue, and I know, legal issues tend to run a long time, or maybe it's a project. I'm feeling something about maybe building, some kind of building project that you've been working on, and finally this building is going to be finished, or just a few I's to dot, T's to cross, and maybe the roof needs to go on, something like that. And that's going to allow you then to start your business or whatever it is. If you're working from home, perhaps, I'm feeling that it's like you've been setting something up at home, if this reading's for you, Aries, and it's just about ready, and you're envisioning it now. You can see, it's like you're looking out on this new pergola or whatever it is, and you're visualizing doing what you need to do there. What a great feeling to have that this is nearly finished. Okay, let's have a look at this 9 of Wands in the challenge position. Why is the 9 of Wands here? Please clarify the 9 of Wands for Aries. We have the 5 of Swords. Okay, so the 5 of Swords talks about a victory, talks about winning the battle but not winning the war. So you'll see here that this person, they've got the swords in their hands, and a couple of people at the back not looking too happy about things. Those swords on the ground may come back to bite this person, but I'm feeling that you know this, and what you're trying to do is just cover your bases, make sure you've done everything just right. And that's why this is the last part of this whole ordeal now, is just making sure that all your ducks are in a row, all your processes are done, perhaps all the permissions or procedures. You're just making sure this time, you need to make sure that everything works out right, otherwise something might come back to you. Okay, so if it is this building project, for example, you might be worried about the local city authorities coming around to inspect the building, and something might not be right if you've taken some shortcuts, something like that. But look, I'm feeling very positive here. The 5 of Swords is generally not a negative card. It's a card of victory, but it's also a card of just make sure that you've got all your bases covered so that something doesn't come back at you later. Okay, the Magician. What is the Magician here for? It's a wonderful card to have, and whatever this project is that you've got going, or whatever this vision is that you have everything you need as soon as this last tunnel is out of the way. Okay, this last part of the puzzle, if it's like a jigsaw or putting something together. Okay, maybe there's something you need for a business. It might be like you need a car or something to fit in. This is if it's a business reading. It's feeling like something to do with business here, or career, or some project you might have, blending home with work, something like that. Okay, and the Magician's clarified by the Magician. How's that? So you've got two Magicians looking really strong here. Okay, you are really ambitious about whatever this project is. You've got the leadership skills. You've got the right people to help you out here. This justice situation, whatever it is, will finally give you the money if you're waiting for a payout or something like that. It's looking really positive. When you've got the Magician clarifying the Magician, that's fantastic. That's basically double strength. It's just reinforcing that this is what you want and you're working towards it. Again, I'm feeling just you really don't want to lose interest, which might be not a downfall, but I'm feeling that you're almost over it now and you're almost ready to throw in the towel, or you've just had enough of whatever this thing is because it's been going on for a long time. Okay, it might be a couple of things, but let's have a look. Why is the Emperor here? Remember, this is you being yourself, showing your leadership skills, standing your ground. And that's the Emperor is clarified by the Lovers. Okay, so the Lovers does talk about choices. It might be about love and taking the best attitude, because this is in your best attitude position. It's quite often the Lovers card talks to me about independence. Okay, so there might be someone else involved in here, and the Lovers card says, well, respect the other person's independence. So even though you have your things to do, and you are definitely an independent person, Aries, there may be someone who may be impacted by your actions. So it's a good idea to let them know of whatever this is and perhaps bring them along with you, but listen to their advice. And if someone wants to break free or pull out of this partnership, perhaps it's too ambitious for them or whatever, then it's a good idea to respect that. And I'm not feeling drawn to go any further with that one, but you'll know what that's about if this is for you. There's someone there who is in the mix, and your decisions will be impacting them somehow. Okay. Now the Empress. Why is the Empress here in the outcome position? What a beautiful card to have in your outcome position. Okay. So the birth of a new idea, and that's clarified by the Knight of Swords. Okay, so the Knight of Swords usually brings some news, a message. They indicate change. If this is a person, then there's this straight talking energy, and Aries, you love straight talking energies. This is also, you may be in touch with an air sign, okay, and you like this kind of person. If you have a look at that sword there, they're straight up and down. Okay, so you get the truth from this person. They talk straight. They make decisions, but because it's a knight, some of those decisions might not necessarily be the right ones. So they're very forceful or very persuasive with what they say. So something like a lawyer or an accountant or someone like that, but you just might need to double check what they have to offer. But because it's in your outcome position and it's clarifying the Empress, it's feeling like there might be someone with this energy you'll be consulting to help you on with the next step to get whatever it is started. And I'm thinking, could be like a bank manager or a lawyer or an accountant, one of those white collar kind of people with some knowledge in an area of this kind of thing. But look, that's what I've got for you, Aries, for the second half of February, give or take a week or so. It's looking really good, very positive. Some major arcana in there, which show that this is a really big picture kind of issue for you. So please like and comment and subscribe, and let me know how this works for you, and I'll hopefully catch you in a couple of weeks.